you tell us about the injured player?
He's just been put into the ambulance. He's going to be taken to hospital now. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, but it looks like he's broken his ankle. So yeah, obviously very, very upset for him. But yeah, I think he's in good hands. So, I think he'll get up. Well, they'll take him through now and then they'll assess it. But I just think they've done an X-ray in there now. So
it's hard to see from the press box what he hurt. So that's in a way, hearing it's his ankle is a good thing because he was down for so long.
Yeah. No, thank goodness there's nothing more serious than that.
Any more questions?
As a follow-up, I was going to say, what would you, summing up after a game like that, scoreline like that, what do you take from the game?
When you play the best attacking team in the world, that's what's going to happen for 80 minutes. We will have to go back and have a look at it. We will have to see, is there stuff that you take out of it? I just choose to be a person that will look for the good in what we've done. And I think there were passages where there was some good stuff. I will take a little bit of encouragement that for those small passages of play we were able to put some pressure on them and ultimately score a couple of tries. And but it's such a difficult question to answer because a scoreline like that, whatever you say, I don't want to do anything other than just credit the All Blacks for the quality team that they are. That's the second team they've done that to this year. So it's a very tough lesson, but it is a lesson, and we will learn from it. We most certainly will. And this young group of players will we will reflect one day on this, and depending on how we manage it as leaders, we must ensure that this is a learning experience and this is a learning curve. But I know it sounds a silly thing to say, Martin, but I just didn't think our guys gave up. And that's all I could ask. I just didn't think they gave up. I've honestly been in teams before where the scoreline hasn't been as dramatic as this, and I've seen guys' heads go down, and I didn't see that with our guys. So, I know that might be deemed and will probably be slated for me saying that, but that's just how I feel. And that was the deal that we made at the beginning of the week, and the guys just carried on trying to hold on to the ball and play as much rugby as they possibly could. But credit where it's due, played the best team in the world.
Blaine.
Yes. Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, you can go ahead.
Blaine, during the second half,
Bryce.
it seemed like
Bryce.
I'm sorry. It seemed like the momentum for the U.S. picked up in spots. Tackling improved. You got a number of turnovers. There were several penalties that were created that led to some lineouts deep inside their territory. How did that affect the team?
Look, I think going back to the previous question like that, those are the moments in the game that we look at. What did we do in these instances to create those opportunities, and how can we replicate those more often during the game? And what happened in the passages where didn't go our way, where they were making massive breaks, and how can we flip the script and make those things happen? So what was really exciting was when we were really direct, carried hard, were early in on our cleans. We either forced them to give away a penalty, or we got go forward. And then you take your opportunities, kick to the corner. We had a couple of moves not go our way, but at the same time we fought like heck out there. We earned a couple tries, so we just find those moments and try to replicate.
You had a question up here.
Anna from Television New Zealand. Gary, you seem, I think people thought it was going to be the All Blacks' day to win that game, but you seem quite defeated. There was a lot of chat earlier in the week from your guys who were going to go out with a huge spirit and try and come together, but you seem a bit deflated about that result.
Yeah, I'm devastated by the result.
Did you think it was going to be that big?
No. And I think it would be concerning if as the coach of the team, I thought we were going to be preparing for a team that was going to give us 100 points. So no, I didn't think it was going to be that bad. In saying that, I knew how good the All Blacks were, you know, and I knew that it was going to be coming as thick and fast as it did come from the very first kickoff. Again, as Bryce says, you know, there are situations where it's still in our hands. There were 3 penalty opportunities. We were kicked the corner 3 times, and 3 times we lost the turnover. Either the throw was skew, or we dropped the ball around the front of the line out, and those are opportunities, you know. And on a different day, or when we improve as a team, you know, you take a couple of those opportunities, and you know, then maybe it's not the scoreline that is. So I just think the guys worked so hard. I'm absolutely devastated for the guys. You know, I just know how hard they worked, and we wanted to go out there, the guys wanted to go out there and make people proud and show that the MLR is producing some really good young players. I think some guys, believe it or not, actually played really well out there today. Well, Bryce played well. I thought Lepetti played very well. I thought Moni was outstanding when he came off the bench. But that's going to be lost in the scoreline of 100 points. So yeah, obviously I'm devastated.
Yes.
Jim Slater with AFP. I just wanted to ask both of y'all about the meaning, the impact of those 2 tries. They are the first 2 tries you've got against New Zealand. I mean, okay, it did come in a 90-pointer, but you talked about things you can cling to. Is that something you can look back on, that you did get that historic try? And did that do anything to lift you guys right at halftime?
Yeah, definitely. Again, as I said earlier to answer Martin's question, I mean, of course I'm going to look for the good in the game. I mean, that's just how I want us to be. We're going to take some encouragement out of that, you know, in terms of how much time of ball in play there was, and that there was a period of that play. Sorry, definitely not significant, but there was a period of that play where we were able to, you know, put up enough pressure. You know, particularly the first try that actually came from a move that we had planned, and maybe didn't necessarily go according to plan, but I mean, we knew what we were trying to do, and it's just brilliant for the guys that we are able to get a couple of tries against New Zealand. I mean, I know it's not necessarily the starting test team is going to play against Wales next week, but you know, only a couple of weeks ago, you know, they played South Africa, and you know, South Africa scored 1 try against them. So, of course, it's just how I am. I'm a positive person. I'm going to try and find the positive in it, but it's going to be clouded by the fact that there was a horrendous scoreline.
Yes.
Jake Long from the Washington Post. Bryce, when you take the field against the best team in the world that's been so good for so long, what is the first thing that strikes you that's hard to maybe simulate as you prepare for them in the days leading up to today?
Thanks, Jake. As you guys saw, when we make mistakes, they capitalize. Plain and simple. If we are off by a hair, they find it. And that's the sort of pressure that, you know, it's hard to put on each other that are fighting and learning and getting better each day. We're not there yet. And this is part of our journey, and we want to keep building. And games like this are, like Gary said, harsh lessons, but they're lessons, and we need to keep moving forward with them. Like we said, we got a couple good things out of the game. We'll cling to those, and we'll just learn.
When you look back on today, how will you know, what benefit will you see with whether it's looking at the crowd and the experience today as you try to grow the rugby, the status of rugby in America?
Yeah, we'll just try to make our fans proud. We were blessed that we got so many fans out today to support us, and thank you, New Zealand, for coming and helping us fill the stands as best we could. Moments like this, we just need to keep creating them and keep putting our best foot forward. You know, today's now, it's in the past, and we have to learn from it. But we're going to keep making the American sports fan proud, and hopefully we can keep turning over fans to rugby.
Any other questions?
Yeah, Bryce, obviously a bit of bad stuff that we've just talked about now, but there was a bright spot, Nate scoring that try. Does that give him some bragging rights perhaps for a while?
I don't know about bragging rights, but we're just so proud of him. Like, Nate's a guy that works so hard. If you guys saw the way he trains, I mean, you see it out there. He's everywhere, and you have to work that hard to seize those sort of opportunities. He did. Just so proud of him for finding it and finishing it.
Last question, anyone? Yes, in the back?
Simon Williams, Arizona PBS. Similar to Jake's question moments ago, what can you take away from the overall experience the fans brought, and what was it, really rowdy environment, really spirited crowd? What does that kind of say to you both, really, about the state of rugby in the U.S. and this game, and as you guys continue to move forward?
It shows that we've got people that back us, people that care, and we need to do our best to make them proud. Keep filling stadiums like this, and the game's just going to progress here in the U.S.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you both.